Hi everyone, this is Renee from Meadowlark Mystic, and I am doing a type of video that I don't do very often, and that is an unboxing video. But I got these two decks just now, and I thought it might be fun as kind of a New Year's Eve sort of like celebration, since I don't really have anything else going on. And then I wanted to share two books that I just recently, well, one I'm almost done reading, and the other one I just got in the mail. So I thought that would be fun. Okay, so yeah, I just got this delivered today. It is the Journey to Enlightenment Tarot. This deck, let's see, when was it published? I will say the title to this deck, I mean, I know what it's referencing, but I don't know. It's kind of a clumsy title. Also, I don't know, kind of over the top. Oh, 2021. Yeah, I thought it was a few years ago. So, okay, so the box is nice because it's easy to pack. It's one of those hard boxes, which is nice. This is how I prefer decks to come in the smallest box possible. I guess it could have come in a tuck box, but those don't really, anyway, those don't last as well. So yeah, Journey to Enlightenment, Selena Joy Lovett and Daniela Munutius Forster, yeah. So yeah, I've seen this deck. I've been attracted to it, and then was like, do I really need it? I often try to talk myself out of the deck. And I think I've mentioned before that I have a wish list, but then sometimes decks will jump to the top of my wish list, where other decks, like the Golden Wheel Tarot, has been on my wish list for so long, and I just cannot seem to pull the trigger for that deck. So I don't know why that is. The cardstock is kind of, I guess, papery, cardboardy, which is, you know, easily dented or bent, but I like it. This Fool card, I'm just gonna give you my first impressions of these cards. Yeah, really don't like the face of that Fool. Yuck. And then this guy looks like he's crying. So that's a little weird. Anyway, and then the backs, what is this? What is that called? Shoot. I was gonna say Tree of Life, but that's not what it's called. I forgot what the name of this is. So anyway, this is why I don't do these, because I'm kind of all over the place. Yeah, I like this. I think that if you were a new tarot reader, this might be a little confusing for you, so probably not the deck for you. And I say that because as a new tarot reader, I think you look for clues to what the cards are. And obviously the table would give you a clue what it is, but those keys might throw you off. Yeah, this is pretty cool though. I like the colors and everything. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you my thinking process as to why I got this deck. It's not probably gonna make any sense to you, but it makes sense to me. So there is a deck creator, and I'm totally spacing out on the name. Jeez, why don't I plan any of these things? Look at this guy's eyes. I actually might go in and put pupils on this, because this is like, whoa, he looks so surprised. Gosh, I'm totally spacing out. There's a deck creator that does a Rider-Waite, but hand paints all the cards. Why can I not remember? And I really love that deck, but it's beyond my price point. I'm just looking at these cards. So I kind of felt like this was a little bit like that. It really isn't at all, but that's kind of was my thinking. Also, I just like all the weird stuff going on in these cards. Looks like they're having like a candy explosion right down there. I really like this chariot. Like it. Okay, if I go this slow, it's gonna take forever. But I guess, you know, if you clicked on this video, you like to hear the ramblings. I like the magenta in the background. And of course, I like how this is kind of very Marseille. This reminds me of artist. That mystic artist from Russia. Totally spacing out. This is not going to be a very interesting video. All the wheels. Really like it. Very Marseille. Justice. I like the background looks out of focus, but then the person looks so kind of hyper focus. I like that. Death card. Also, I was kind of interested in the Ritual Tarot, which this does not look like the Ritual Tarot, but it went out of print, and I never did go after that one, so I was like, well, maybe I should get this one before this goes out of print. I don't know that this ever will, but yeah, this has a lot of weird stuff in it. I like the faces on the knees, like that guy. I don't know if you can see that, but his tongue is sticking out. Cool, cool. Everybody loves a rainbow tower. Rainbow tower moment. Star, very cool. I like how she's kind of like, you can't see her, but you can see her. I think this would read really well with the Tarot of the Four Elements, which is one of my favorite decks. You know, I actually think I would have liked this moon card better if it didn't have the iconic Rider-Waite Smith moon in it. But, you know, whatever. I really like the sun. I like the face. Usually I don't really like the faces. I just kind of try to ignore them. But I like the face, and I really do like these treble clefs. Kind of the song, the sing-song of the sun. Judgment has a lot going on. This looks like a butt. I don't know why it looks like that. What is that? Is it a wing? Or is it a glove? What is that? Well, now I can't not see the butt. Ugh. I'll have to rework that card in my mind. The World, cool. All right, we're into the Pentacles. I'm digging it. These guys look like little gnomes. 2, yes. Nice, nice. Guess I should go faster. Oh, there's like 2. Are those 2 people down there? Almost like they're, I don't know, are they in jail? What are they doing? Oh, and there's like there's like a soldier here? Huh. Yeah, obviously I kind of like how there's a lot of things going on, and then you can see kind of an outline of figures. Yeah, I like that. So this deck has been on my wish list for a while. And what's funny is I don't like the title of it. What is it? The Journey to Enlightenment. But then I liked the deck, and then I couldn't remember the title, which I think I had just kind of blocked out of my mind because I didn't like it. And then I kind of panicked because I was like, oh no, I want that deck, but I can't remember the title of it. So it kind of went out of my consciousness for a while because I couldn't remember it, and I was like, ugh, forget it. Maybe I'm just not meant to have it. I really like that Queen of Pentacles. Yes, yes, okay. I'm kind of resigned. I think this card has a 3 of Swords piercing the heart. You know, it's very common. Like, whatever, okay. Yeah, there it goes. But it does have kind of other interesting things going on. So, that's okay. Oh, this is a different perspective. Nice. I like that the 3 figures look almost identical. It gives it more of a, oh, and then there's another person down there. It gives it more of like a, almost like a memory. Like that person, and that person, and that person. A memory feeling. For a second, I thought that this person was carrying someone's head, which I don't think that would be kind of in keeping with the Six of Swords. But yeah. Cool. Ooh, I like it. I like it. Yes, very good. In a totally strange, just the way my brain works kind of way it does, because some of the images in the back look like they're lifted from, or they're tracings from older art from the Renaissance or maybe even medieval. It has like echoes of the Golden Tarot by Cat Black, which I no longer have because I realized, ooh, I just saw the dragon. I realized I never read with that deck, even though I did think it was beautiful. I just never went, never reached for it. So I, gave it away, or I don't know what to do with it. I think I just donated it. But this, it kind of reminds me of the Golden Tarot, in a psychedelic way. Funny. At least it cracks me up, obviously. 3, oh, there the figure is. Yeah, this is a very different Four of Wands. Look at that. Very Marseille. You've got the two people, and then you've got this random, I don't know, person, child? Yeah. But I think that one of the reasons I like this deck, oh, right, back to what I was saying in the beginning. The deck creator who hand paints each card, and she laminates them herself, and Kasha from Tarot Map has a few of her decks, and they're just gorgeous. She has kind of a rainbow edition, and a glimmer edition, and a moonlight edition. I just love that deck so much, and I love that the artwork, but yeah, beyond me. So this deck sometimes reminds me of that a little bit. So I think that's also why I got it. Whoa, what is happening? What is happening? Yeah, there's like weird stuff going on right there. A person and then a person. Yeah. Do 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 do. Very good. So it's like beyond a collage deck, because it's collage, but then other art like superimposed on it. Like, wow, that's so pretty. This one's so like a stained glass window. Wow, I don't think I've ever seen that one. Ooh, look at that. Oh, that's interesting. 3 of Cups with the strange blue faces and like the dancing figures, but one has a crown. Huh. Cool. And this just looks like a bunch of lungs. Ooh, I like that. And what's also a little weird is that like some of the background art is not in focus. It almost looks pixelated, but then, then his face is very much in focus. So it was meant to be like that, which I also find interesting. Oh, I like that. Let's look at what the book says about this, because there's a planet there and I want to know if they say something about it. So 6 of Cups. 6 of Cups. I literally just opened this, so I have no idea what the guidebook's going to be like. Reminiscing. Keywords. Reminiscing. Holding on. Living in the past. The energy of this card is about the past and spending too much time reminiscing and not wanting to move on. Often when we look back, our vision is blurred and things perhaps weren't as good as they seem now. But even if they were, it is in the past and there is no stopping time, so let go. Oh, so the guidebook's kind of directive. Keeping hold of the treasure trove of emotions and memories and allowing past happiness to be a measure of what we want to shape our future is a healthier way of letting go and moving on to a happier place. This card is about getting back in touch with the child inside of you and sending love and healing to them. Reconnect to the dreams that you put aside, perhaps because you felt or were told you were not enough for them. Okay, yeah. So, unfortunately, which is often the case, the guidebook says nothing about the art. So that is normal. Unfortunately, it's normal. But I wish it weren't so. Like this a lot. This also reminds me of the Enchanted Tarot of Enchantment? Shoot, what is the name of that? Monty Farber and Amy Zerner. Kind of reminds me of that deck too, but you know, busier and obviously not tapestries. But yeah, I think this deck will read really well with a lot of my decks. And I like it. Okay, so that was the first one, the Journey of Enlightenment, that I just got. And then I got another one. So unusual for me. This is the Woodland Wardens deck. Jessica Rowe. Another good box. I mean, obviously you're not on my channel for like a, whatever. A little book. Let's see if they talk about what's on the cards. The Bear and Cedar calls us to be powerful but benevolent, embodying the qualities of a great leader. Bears are emperors of the woodland and guardians of the forest. Paired with cedar and a plant known for its healing, protective, and cleansing properties, this card invites us into mature authority. How can I be a better leader? Who can benefit from my knowledge and experience? Well, that seems pretty good. Okay, great. So, cardstock is very similar to the one I just looked at. It is kind of papery, but nice. The light is... I won't go through all of these because... I don't know. I'm just not going to. I like that. Yeah, I'm picky about animal decks. And I had the Animal Spirit, I think, by Kim Kranz for a long time. And then I got rid of it because I don't know, I couldn't get on with it. And then I was like, I missed that deck. So I got it in the tinier version, the pocket edition, and I love it. So I don't know. Size sometimes does matter. This art is kind of like a dark fairy tale or dark children's book, and I dig it. I have so many chipmunks where I live right now. Yeah, I like the pine with introspection. I find that interesting. This is a beautiful card I saw. Chrysanthemum. Let's see what she says about this. Chrysanthemum and duck. Because the phrase lucky duck isn't just a lighthearted rhyme. Ducks can be symbols of good fortune. In ancient Egypt, ducks were associated with riches, especially gold, and frequently given as offerings to the gods. Likewise, chrysanthemums, bursting forth with long and elegant petals, signify abundance. Luck can be a fickle and mysterious force, but it is also, as Roman philosopher Seneca once mused, what happens when preparations meet opportunity. So in Chinese lore, chrysanthemums and ducks are both very important symbols, and so I was just wondering if she was going to allude to that. But apparently in Egypt and Rome they are too. Oh, I miss my goats. Goat and willow. Oops. Oh, forgot what I was doing. This is beautiful. Yeah, this art is really pretty. I really like it a lot. I really like this. What kind of threw me is oats don't look like this. So that was a little weird, but I guess you'd only know if you like grew oats. But even like the wild oats in California don't look quite like that. And they have these salamanders here, which I think are so cute. And of course plantain. Oh no, that's black pepper, but it looked like plantain. I love plantain. Okay. Born pumpkin. Ooh, nice. I love this card. Yeah. Gorgeous. I've been eating so many pears lately. Martin. And their expressions, like, that is not a particularly, you know, friendly wolf expression. I love opossums. You know, they eat a huge amount of ticks. And so if you live in an area that has a tick problem, you should encourage, even though they do get into the garbage and stuff, you should encourage opossums to take residence in your backyard. Cute. Love this. Love it. And this, I don't know, this doesn't really look like sweet peas. There's something about the rendering of the plant. It's a little weird. And then yet this one is so good. So good. Oh, so cute. Most people have not ever seen a bobcat or have had any relationship to bobcats, but I have, and boy, they are bobcat and blackthorn. Such a good combo. I don't know if I would use the keyword patience, but I love that combo. Love this. Yes, yes, yes. Pretty. This is one of the reasons I got this deck. So pretty. Look at that. Look at that. I don't think I've ever seen pansies that are blue, but definitely purple. Oh, this is so gorgeous. Another reason why I got this deck. And quail. Gosh, I used to see so many quail. Okay, so those were the two decks I got. Just a walkthrough of them and my kind of random first impressions. And then I wanted to share two books that I've been enjoying. So this book is from the library, and it is called The Mountain Is You by Brianna Wiest. And it is about sabotage, transforming self-sabotage into self-mastery. I guess I had high hopes for the book, and then the first, I don't know, maybe 60 pages, I was kind of like, It seemed kind of like, you know those things that you see on Instagram? They're just like a post from an author, and it's just like a blurb. It seems like the whole first part of the book were just a bunch of blurbs. And even the writing format are like blurbs. So they're not even paragraphs. They're just, yeah, they're like blurbs or like bullet points almost. I mean, obviously this is longer than a bullet point, but it kind of feels less like a book and more like a very long Instagram post. Which is not to say that there isn't valuable information in here. So I am, where am I? I guess I lost my page. I think I'm more than halfway done. No, I'm like around here. So like 190. And the book is 200 and some pages. All that to say, the first 60 pages are a little fluffy, but she does go into some pretty good information about neuroplasticity and the biology of the brain and what's happening when you are traumatized, and self-sabotage is often linked to that. So that content was good. Her overall message, I think, is beneficial. So I mean, I don't think it would be bad for somebody who is struggling with, self-sabotage, but I don't know. It's just different. It feels like the format and the way it's presented is not, it's not as deep as I wish it were. And it's a little, not condescending. I don't know. I guess, yeah, I liked it okay. And I'm not quite done with it. And then this book, Joy is My Justice, Reclaim What Is Yours by Tanmeet Sethi, who's a doctor. I really, so one of the things I want to probably specialize in with my mental health counseling is grief and ambiguous loss. And I think that racism and depression are one of the direct highways that lead to loss and grief, as well as trauma. So how you move beyond that, or how you kind of incorporate grief and ambiguous loss into your life, I think one of the ways you do that is by cultivating joy. And so that's kind of the premise of her book, is that joy is my justice. It's kind of about how you face, the deep oppression and inequities in our culture, and also just the sadness of life, and still find joy. And she delineates the difference between joy and happiness, which I think is really important. So I haven't read this, I just got it, but I wanted to share with you. Okay, that'll do it for me. So thanks so much for those of you who watched, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.